Hey, what's going on, everyone? So this is a really long dream that I'm gonna start off with, and I'll talk about other stuff, and then some new projects I'm gonna be working on coming up, if I have time. Let's get into the dream. So I had this really awesome dream that I had a boxing dream where my great grandfather was still alive, and I'm 21 years old in this dream, and I'm at a casino. At the casino where the fights are gonna be held at, and these fights are going to be both boxing and MMA fights. So I'm in my hotel room smoking a blunt out the bathroom window, and it was weird. Like I felt the wind blowing on my face, like from the coming from out the window that I was staring out at. But in real life, it was just my fan I had on that night, so it was just the my fan blowing in my face, and it was a cold night that night. So I felt the breeze of a wind coming out the window of smoking a blunt. But yeah, it felt like there was like a windstorm outside the window of my dream. Just looking out the window, smoking a blunt before going to the boxing match. And I remember the fights were happening, and I was trying to find the place where the arenas are at to support my great grandfather who and what happened was is that on my way there I ran into some dude selling dabs and dab rigs for really cheap, and basically he was including 3 free grams of dabs with everything I purchased. So I bought a lot of stuff or some stuff. And I remembering feeling like I was carrying a lot of stuff in my pockets, like a bubbler bong, like a bubbler that you put water in and smoke. And then I had like a small rare glass bong. Like it was like a rare it was a rare glass bong. And it was very, very special with like, that came with a bunch of THC bags and like dab pins. So I had a couple of dab pins, THC bags, a bubbler, and a glass bong in my all carrying in my pockets. So I don't know how I could fit all that. I had like sweatpants on, if I remember. So anyway, I'm outside the boxing door, and I can't get in because I just realized that someone stole my bag of weed from my pockets because I checked and it wasn't there. And so I went looking for whoever took my shit, and or I lost them. I don't remember if I lost them or someone stole it. So I went looking for my bag to see if I like dropped it or anything. And then I met with the Dabrig seller kind of guy again, on this really sketchy street. So I'm missing my boxing matches looking for my weed. But so I lose my dabs because of the wind, or someone stole them. And because I was surrounded by a lot of people when the dealer sold me stuff, it kind of raised suspicion. So I'm still like, I'm like, where's my weed? But plus I had plus I had cash on me in this dream. I don't remember how much cash I had, but it was a very dangerous situation being around the sketch area with a lot of people with that much cash, and like plus that with all these like dab rigs, weed stuff I have. Anyway, I'm at the entrance. I go back to the entrance. I'm at the entrance of open outside part of the venue. So I'm back trying to get into the venue where the boxing match is happening, and then the bodyguard or security says the fights are already over. So by the time I get to the boxing matches, the fights are already over. So fuck me, bro. So I'm at the entrance of the open outside part of the venue. Bodyguard says fights are over. I got pissed off because I was in disbelief. So I got inside and I saw my great grandpa smoking a cigar. My great grandfather saying that everybody won the fight that he coached. So at least he won. But it's like I told him I got mad that I got mad in this dream. I remember, even though like it's good that my great grandfather's all of his I don't know what you call apprentices won, but anyways, I still got mad because I missed the fights. So I got mad and I raged at the security guard to take me down just because I missed all the fights. I tell him, I'm like, come on, take me, I'll fight you, and probably because I had purchased an expensive ticket. Oh yeah, I purchased an expensive ticket before the game or before the fights that I missed out on, and I'm not getting a refund. And I missed out on the fights because I lost my weed. So yeah, I'm mad because I missed out on everything for no reason. So I had to fight this big buff black dude, and he whoops my butt in this restaurant part of the casino. I remember getting knocked onto a glass table that broke, shattering and broke down while I got hit. And I remember I stayed down for a while. Like I felt pain, I guess. I don't know if it was pain, but I was probably tossing and turning, and I fell on my back, and I was like, ugh. But yeah, I just remember getting beat up by the security guard, and then after that dream, after I got beat up and I was on the ground for a while, I woke up. That's pretty much the end of that dream. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of that dream, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, my grandfather in real life used to be a boxing trainer. So and I guess he like trained Sonny Liston or like that, like this old boxer. And but yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like I had this dream about him being alive and he's coaching or like he's a coach and that stuff. And it's like I think it's pretty cool. But rest in peace to great Grandpa Leo. He was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, on to the next dream. So I had this dream where it was dusk, like the sun's about to go down, and there's a huge lake in front of me. And what happens with this lake is that there was like a giant octopus that I saw in like the giant octopus in Shadows of Evil in Black Ops 3. So there was a giant octopus that looked like that, like hovering over everybody in the sky, but it's like tentacles were on the ground and that stuff. Or I guess it can remind you of like the octopus from Lord of the Rings in the lake, because it was by a lake. What was going on. But anyways, this like gigantic octopus is like stoned frozen. It's like frozen, but it's stoned. Like it's in stones. So I'm pretty sure it was real, and it probably got hit by Medusa or something bad. But it was like it looks kind of like a not a palace, but like an art museum thing of just this giant octopus just hovering over everybody. Oh, he's not hovering because like the tentacles are like pushing it up above the ground and it's all covered in stone. But yeah, I just remember specifically seeing that kind of art detail. I think there was like a concert that happened around it, and it was pretty cool. It was like they were having, yeah. It says that it had ballrooms, and it was like a ballroom and for concerts and weddings underneath this kraken, or this kraken octopus, and it was like a swamp kind of vibe. It felt scary being right below this humongous statue of an octopus, but it was pretty cool. So I'm gonna end the dreams right there. That's pretty much the end of those two dreams. But so what I want to talk about is what I'm gonna do within the is that I'm gonna try to make movie reviews. Hopefully I have a background screen before I get ready, and I might do it with my videos, my dream videos, but the dream videos are gonna be still the same. And I think it'd be pretty cool to still have like that, like just like kind of crazy raunchiness or whatever with the dreams. But I would like the what do you call my movie reviews to be more professional. Um only because like yeah, I don't know. It could be. I don't know. It's just better. It's better, because for everyone, and it's not, and is nobody wants to hear cursing from a movie review. So I feel like the more professional it is, I think the better it is. But I'm looking forward to it because I feel like I'll have a lot of fun. Because I do watch a lot of movies, and I think maybe if I can recommend movies and like recommend shows and have some good critic opinions, like maybe you might like my opinions later on. So just be heads up, that's gonna happen within the next 2 weeks. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the dreams and hope you all enjoyed the future. So hope you all see you next time. Peace.